Title: Heroes of the Inner Heart, From Hercules to Atman. Chapter 1: The Labors of Strength and Spirit. In ancient Greece, the hero Hercules faced the daunting 12 labors set by King Eurystheus. He wrestled wild beasts, cleaned the Augean stables, and captured the golden apples of the Hesperides. Each task demanded not only physical prowess, but also perseverance, strategy, and humility. After the final labor, Hercules realized that true strength lies not in brute force alone, but in the disciplined mind that guides the body. In a parallel tale from the Indian epics, the warrior Arjuna struggled with doubt and inner conflict before the great battle of Kurukshetra. When he was guided by the divine sage Krishna, Arjuna learned that his true self, his Atman, is a steady, unchanging presence beyond the fluctuating mind. This realization turned his fear into focused action. Motivational insight. Both stories teach that the greatest battles we face are internal. Whether your task is a corporate challenge or a personal goal, the key is aligning your outer actions with an anchored inner purpose. Practical application. Today, start each day with a brief 5-minute reflection. Identify one small labor you will tackle today. Ask yourself, what is the core purpose behind this task? Write it down, then commit to seeing it through, trusting that your inner resolve, like Hercules, courage, and Arjuna's Atman, will guide you. Conclusion. Strength, whether of body or spirit, is cultivated when we confront our fears, plan deliberately, and act with deliberate intention. Call to action. If you found inspiration in these ancient heroes, like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel for more journeys into timeless wisdom. Reflective question. What is the labor in your life that you need to confront today, and how can you align it with your most steadfast inner purpose? Chapter 2: The Power of Persistence. In the tale of Hercules, after the first labor, he was told to wait a year before receiving the golden apples because the Hesperides had chosen a new season for them. Hercules did not despair. He used the waiting period to strengthen his muscles, sharpen his skills, and plan his approach. Only when he returned in the right season did he succeed. In an ancient Indian story, the sage Vatsyayana taught that the path to enlightenment is paved with persistent effort. Each day, he walked 10 miles barefoot, each step a reminder that progress is slow but steady, and that the soul's glow grows brighter with continued dedication. Motivational insight. Persistence is not just endurance, it is strategic patience. We may wait, but we do not idle. We harness that time to grow and refine our capabilities. Practical application. When faced with a long-term goal, create a growth calendar. Break down your objective into weekly milestones. Each week, assess what you have accomplished, identify a small adjustment, and move forward. Remember Hercules' disciplined training during his wait. Use those waiting times today to sharpen your skill set, take a tutorial, practice a new technique, or read a book related to your goal. Conclusion. A heroic journey is rarely a straight line. It is a series of waiting periods where you must fortify, plan, and prepare for the next step. Call to action. If this message resonates, hit like, share it, and subscribe to learn more on how to harness the power of persistence. Reflective question. What waiting period in your life could be turned into a purposeful training ground for your next breakthrough? Chapter 3: The Balance of Effort and Introspection. Greek tragedies often dramatize the consequences of hubris, excessive pride that led to downfall. Hercules, after completing his labors, struggled with a tragic fall that reminded him that effort must be tempered by humility. His great strength was balanced by a wisdom that recognized his limits. Similarly, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna advises Arjuna to act with dedication, but detach from attachment to outcomes. The warrior learns to perform his duty through disciplined action while maintaining a clear, unshaken mind. This discipline mirrors the Stoic idea of focusing on what is within one's control. Motivational insight. True mastery occurs when we act with full intent but remain detached from fear of failure or success. Balance effort with introspection. Practical application. At the end of each day, spend 5 minutes journaling. Note an action you took with full intent and another moment where you felt attached to the result. Then ask, what part of this is within my control, and what is an outcome I must release? This practice cultivates inner equilibrium and resilience. Conclusion: harness your ambition, but let humility guide your deeds. By combining action with reflection, you achieve sustainable growth without burning out. Call to action: like, share, and subscribe to continue exploring the harmony between effort and insight in modern life. Reflective question: how can you shift the focus from the outcome to the quality of your effort in today's tasks? Chapter 4: The Unity of Action and Identity. Hercules' identity was inseparable from his deeds. He was defined by the labors that shaped him. When he returned to his homeland as a hero, he carried with him scars and stories that were part of his essence. His identity, however, was not merely external. It resonated with the warrior heart within him. In Indian philosophy, the Atman is the true self that remains unchanged by external events. Krishna's instruction to Arjuna, "Know yourself, be steadfast, and act," reflects the unity between action and deep self. By aligning external deeds with the inner Atman, a person becomes authentic and powerful. Motivational insight: authentic action arises when external behaviors are aligned with an inward truth. When your external achievements echo your core identity, your impact is amplified. Practical application: define your core values in 3 words, e.g., integrity, courage, compassion. Align each large project with one of these values. When a decision is faced, ask, does this reflect my core? If not, can I adjust to bring it back into harmony? This creates a feedback loop where your work speaks of who you truly are. Conclusion: your authentic self is a bridge between action and legacy. Cultivate this unity, and your deeds will carry the imprint of your true essence. Call to action: if you desire to integrate your identity with your actions, like this video, share your promise in the comments, and subscribe for deeper insights. Reflective question: which upcoming project could serve as a pure reflection of your Atman, and how will you align it with your core values today? Chapter 5: The Legacy of Courage and Consciousness. Hercules returned to Olympia not only as a victor, but as a symbol of resilience, inspiring generations to confront adversity with faith and ingenuity. His legacy is a testimony that even the mightiest face doubts, yet their courage shapes myth. In the Indian tradition, the legacy of the Atman transcends time. By living consciously, a soul leaves an imprint that reverberates through ages, inviting others to awaken to their own inner divinity. Motivational insight: legacy is less an external trophy and more the ripple of your daily courage, a living testament that invites others to rise. Practical application: share a small moment of courage each week. It might be standing up for a colleague, saying no to extra work, or stepping into a new opportunity. Record this act on a gratitude card or on a shared team diary. Over time, you'll see how simple bravery accumulates into a profound legacy. Conclusion: your legacy is built on today's courageous acts. By acting with consciousness, you plant seeds that later become a forest of strength for others. Call to action: if this vision of legacy inspired you, hit the like button, share with your network, and subscribe to become part of a community that fosters lasting change. Reflective question: what single courageous act today will echo in your future legacy, and how can you consciously design it? Philosophy Spotlight: Stoicism. Stoicism, exemplified by Marcus Aurelius, teaches that the universe is governed by reason, and our lives flourish when we align with that reason. Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." He transformed obstacles into lessons, remaining serene even when empires fell around him. Key lessons for modern success. 1. Control the controllable. Identify what truly lies within your sphere of influence. When faced with criticism, assess whether it is part of your domain. If not, let it pass. 2. Daily reflection. Aurelius's journals served as a mental rehearsal. Try a nightly review of actions, noting what you did well and what you could improve without self-judgment. 3. Purposeful dispassion. By practicing detachment from external praise or acclaim, you preserve emotional stability. Focus on the intrinsic satisfaction of doing a good job, not on accolades. Connection to the theme. The Stoic wisdom of enduring hardship mirrors Hercules' labors. Both are tests of resolve, requiring discipline against adversity. Likewise, the Stoic emphasis on inner equanimity aligns with the Atman's unchanging nature, the self that remains steady regardless of external turmoil. By weaving Stoic practice into your daily life, focusing on effort, reflecting, and letting go, you honor both the heroic spirit of Hercules and the sacred self of Atman. Closing prompt: how will you apply Stoic resilience to turn today's obstacles into stepping stones toward your larger purpose? Final note: remember that heroes of history weren't just born, they were forged by choice, perseverance, and a deep sense of self. Whether you find yourself echoing the might of Hercules or the mindful inner voice of Atman, harness their lessons and manifest your own legacy. Subscribe, share, and keep reaching higher, because within each of us lies the power to become legend.